the man of the moment, Captain Ibrahim Troare, the president of Burkina Faso. Papa no ho e won sembebre. Every single day there's a story. From omo who believe say the military rule should not continue. They should return back to democracy and allow people to vote for their democratic elected leader. And omo believe say this is the time. Africa must rise and fight for their own lands. And many to say Africa, it may den no. Because if the conversation they say all African countries are sovereign countries meaning say obia den no. Diaka should be a bilateral partnership conversations and say ye share your ho a ye di. Adenti ana Burkina Faso ne den no. Nigeria ne den no. Mali den no. Now omodi omo say yen ye ku and the people are more assassinated, so much okay with the current leadership. But someone somewhere else thinks that no, we shouldn't allow them to do that. Especially with the unveiling of that revelations when Donald Trump ascended the throne as the new president for the United States of America. Now, the man is moving with a motto, America first. For that reason, there was certain classified information, the previous administration now so exposed. And through that expose, you be whom the hands are involved in the eliminating or killing of Papa Efreno Mohamed Gaddafi, a president in Libya. The man who had the idea to unify the entire Africa after the like of Kwame Nkrumah, Thomas Sankara, Patrice Lumumba Mantimanya, no, Nelson Mandela Mantiman Twaso. This was the last man standing. Ultimately creating a very easy, transparent country. Not even African countries for if you listen, look, when we want comfort, when we want peace, when we want to have opportunities, Libya. So how Libya was dismantled and destroyed, and today, Libya is a zongo town bia afeni yeshe. And there have been several documentaries Barack Obama identified one of the worst mistakes as a president and the involvement in that particular issue. Now we are here Burkina Faso, Mali, Niger, there was a general on a super CD, a 4-star general for that matter. Papa, your friend Micheal Langley. Okotna US Senator Fuenim answer a certain question, said the current Burkina Faso president, Ibrahim Troare, admin so obey secure the gold of Burkina Faso, which now there's already a reporter that say what nationalize all the goods site now Burkina Faso no. Amane or one refining the Burkina Faso be the first African country or refining on one good on exporting in Europe you. In the Abrante and admin so or refining when ya gold no. Now they are born on the home buying are protecting the military regime no. Now funny enough, the entire Africa and even Africans in diaspora or more Africa for Motetia Bruchly, as I said, who demonstration, as a loud warning, and in my United States of America, say, look, nobody have employed you. Some the world military men and as the world security. Moon need to me be a say, obitini mam or no ananja padie. Moko police no say, saying or offer you no. Whatever he want to do with it, if the people say they are okay, allow it to happen. Now, I don't know away a naked truth. Our Oldboga trends. Dino, that's a mazibillion. Jai comments no to comment section na say no subscribe mame. Asem no the amani brana bano. Say there's a purported message which we are still finding to verify its source. Because there's already a video that was clear. Say, Papa, a friend of the 4-star General Micheal Langley. Actually, no to all cassette. Papa no person wa amasi what I the natural resources no. E de boa no ho. E align with certain alliance via assistance no money America. E issues like China, North Korea, Russia. In this idea, US one artifact. Almost as the end and say open there. Or see, ye here say you be keep the influence at United States of America or Africa. This influence no say ye jama other countries ni be wrama yahre. Now there's a message be a nam abontin. You say a papa na a friend of Micheal Langley no. You say nka onyin tum so we bibini wafom na nka mpacho. Or say it is an insult asking me to apologize to Ibrahim. One addressing as a president. One addressing as being a leader. Or say insults to me to apologize to Ibrahim. I'm 4-star General of United States of Marines protecting the interests of American government. He is brainwashing the African people, and he has to stop. United States General Micheal Langley and somebody say all can any be following the main commenter Omaye about Burkina Faso President Ibrahim Troare and the intention of the United States of America. Now the funny part in they say, listen to this build up. After such a message by an anche and a Burkina Faso President Ibrahim Troare and the gold mines no and the share Russian company binsa. Originally we no anche and a Vladimir Putin or Russia for president. A promise no an extra security adequate. Was that promising no say or the special task force eba no be training the Burkina Faso military no asaka ho. Now we are the victory parade the course our Russia among the over 24 countries na invite no. Now Burkina Faso president can be. In fact, indeed, he was the only one who had a special invitation. And how special it was, saying it here. Yeah, man, a fighter jet and the private jet of the Russian president Vladimir Putin. In the 2 jets, one showing that if there's any air attack, Russia was ready to fight. Now the victory parade also had almost the entire over 24 countries. No, among penifone or leaders are mobile. No, some of their military men there. Now, we North Korea so shebo say over 7,000 military men they are Burkina Faso. So be protected Papa friend Ibrahim Troare. China so are ready any day, anytime. If Burkina Faso call upon them, they are ready. For Russia, they have signed a message that says, you have a gentleman handshake. There's now a great partnership between us. After that, Burkina Faso President Ibrahim Traore granted a long interview. And part of it, where it's highlight, I always pay attention to, was when he said, on Russia and other countries are I have a strategic partnership. And you one that you can exploit them, the one that you can dictate for them, one that you can decide and they can decide. Both of you can negotiate and agree. And the meaning is that the level of security that is come to come from the Asian market, the Eastern Europe, are very tight and strong. Now, if Langley is indeed saying this and daring Burkina Faso, now, say Russia, so ayo madrin Japan ayo madrin North Korea ayo madrin China ayo madrin so mobile through support e dey am Burkina Faso a considering just a day ago Burkina Faso for that sorry na there was a terrorist attack hundreds of people soldier for the civilians e can be after omonkwa which there was a report from the BBC saying that the Burkina Faso military junta have assassinated or murdered over 100 civilians, which and because of social media, people are combating that information. Say no, we know this terrorist group, and we know that story about how Boko Haram was formed, created, and financed in Nigeria. How are other Islamic groups be a family from the United States, personal NGOs, some governmental works, yeah about charity, helping the poor and the needy. Normally, si can move to that military rules anymore. And the fast Islamic groups now are more into terrorism now. So if there's a terrorism attack in Burkina Faso, some few weeks the general Micheal Langley making say Oman Russian Ramun Tema as embassy. Now your name say Cote d'Ivoire President Ouattara. And so that's why in bed with the France country now. A man force we no as a third world war. And because of confusion. And this time around, the First World War, the Second World War, none and happened in Africa. The only thing that happened is say you be far African soldiers and a couple one Tokwano. But this time around, and Tokwanas especially so we are Ghana, you Cote d'Ivoire, you Togo, ni Etwasu Kodru Benin in Nigeria. Yeah, you bang these countries are what that current military regimes no. So attack ni ba very massive. So are we choosing a stand? Are we going to fight for the France, for the Europeans and the Americans? And as are we going to fight for the Eastern Europeans, the Russians, and then the Asians, the North Koreans, the Japans, the China? Why am I choose as allies or as friends or as enemies? You say currently, the Ghanaian president John Dramani Mahama video here now we are that social media is heavy. Mr. President, outlined 3 things I'm a penny for Africa and how Ghana has seized the opportunity to be the sole operator of a gold. I created the gold board. For that reason, the United States of America have listed Ghana to be one of the unsafe places to visit. After that, on the 5 about 9 ammo cars at the Abba, you see ammo cars around your northern borders. Your northern borders also be Burkina Faso. You know, you have more opportunity to some influencers. Our more discuss it. Our American embassy, where you cannot even send a mobile phone there. And then you have the video camera, because you interview and penny for more say, Open so America, DNA, so yeah. And you know, the highlight of the entire conversation was so Open so America, you better use social media handle, your bar, you better some of the for America. So is it a plot to shut down the Ghanaian people who are on the English side, creating that publicity, that free PR for the Burkina base? Because Ghana for Nigeria for the English side of the world, Burkina Faso for Nanka, because come French in the dorsal. The Quebec the Francophone side, no, how no commit mass suppressing news, no. But yena you the English side, no. I say I can't say no. Who say, look, one of the criteria I use as a letter. What way man in America because also Casati America. And you Cassati near Bonnie who are say Ibedina visa. In the Enobe Ghana for you, a woman who are Mon Cabu, the not much I say to Sumo side, and your side will now be America. Sequesa, the country that was listed as second on sales zone, Ghana, and Burkina Faso, the Omicron number 1. In the year, second, Abre Amoka, yes, and San Franco, Tanaboda, and no border, and also bang Burkina Faso. Jane a woman, surveillance a band, a woman, cameras a band, a woman, the information they bet me, AD, America for, yet, Japanese out to, ye call, because you said Captain Ibrahim Troare, the Burkina Faso president, on John Dramani Mahama. I said, on way the copa, Obedini president, you invite, a man by, or man, a kind need to buy a chicken, or Bagana, your man fans. None we are, Osia Kunyanis, Wakoni president war, Wakomali president war, Wako Burkina Faso president war. Did the way also knew we are fine. Not certainly ECOWAS presidents, ECOWAS members, Libby, our own your margins on my best uncle for no. Only on move air bands are no. Say, US for play chess. That's a Ghana for so play chess. At the end of the day, if the young panel is through Ghana, who are we supporting? Captain Ibrahim Troare, and then the cause to liberate Africa, to revolutionize the Burkina Faso economy and their operation, to recreate, to reseize actual democracy, to end neocolonialism and imperialism. Obetimiaye, na oye krana the right decision, the right course. ofo no so o support no so on to aso sa na onye ne sa na se Ghana ye choose side who should we choose? Should we choose our neighboring brothers, our African brothers, or should we choose the bigger fish US because you didn't intimate na you didn't intimate kontakwa yeah that's so it depend on so too much didn't grant an army or bray muka yaji. These are the question marks that we all having. Way a naked truth, make sure say obeja wo comment no at the comment section as yama me. Mr. We are subscribe it and like it. Emma a naked truth on Oldboga trends. Do you know that's a Mazibilian Macau? Bye bye.